In the Rule of Two era, during the 1,000-year period from the Rusan Reformation to the rise of the Galactic Empire, every Sith Lord from Bane and his apprentice Xana to Sidious, Maul, Tyrannus, and Vader adopted the Darth honorific as a symbol of their commitment and connection to the Sith and their tenets. However, it wasn't always like this for the Sith. In fact, at some points in Sith history, the title Darth was not just forgotten, but openly rejected by some of the Sith empires that would come to power over the millennia. But why is it that the Sith came to adopt the Darth title, and what drove its use or disuse by the Sith throughout their history? In this video expose, I will describe both the origins and meaning of the Sith Darth title, explaining why some Sith Lords adopted it while others rejected it completely. First, it must be understood that as a topic of galactic history, the true meaning and origins of the Darth honorific is widely debated, and it's been accepted that there's no one definitive meaning to the title. That said, there are claims as to the etymology and meaning to the title Darth. Some believe that Darth has a simple meaning, believing that it's nothing more than a contraction of the title Dark Lord of the Sith, with the first 3 letters of Dark and the last 2 letters of Sith combining to form the word Darth. However, some also believe that there's a much more extensive meaning behind the word. Some theories are the result of the widespread belief that Darth Revan and Darth Malak were the first Dark Lords to have adopted the title. The fact of whether Revan and Malak were the first adopters of the Darth title is a disputed one, thanks to the work of a Jedi historian roughly 20 years after the Battle of Yavin. When the historian found the holocron of Aisley Crimson, a Jedi Master who lived thousands of years earlier, the holocron provided some information about the ancient Sith Lord Darth Adendu, and suggested that he was the first Sith Lord to use the Darth title. Regardless, because Revan and Malak were so closely connected to the Starforge, which in turn was connected to the Rakata species, who at one time dominated the galaxy through their infinite empire, many galactic historians started to trace the Darth title to the language utilized by the Rakata. Darth was seen as a corruption of the word Daritha, which was the Rakatan word for emperor. However, other historians believe Darth originated not in the Rakatan word Daritha, but in 2 words, Dar meaning conquest or triumph, and Ta meaning death. Therefore, many came to see Darth deriving from Darta, meaning triumph over death, or perhaps even more likely, conquest through death. The origins of the Darth title within the language of the Rakata also makes sense when one considers that the Sith had another connection to Rakatan civilization outside of the connection through Darth Revan and Darth Malak. At the height of the Rakatan Infinite Empire in roughly 27,700 BBY, roughly 3,000 years before the creation of the Galactic Republic, the Rakata occupied the planet of Korriban, which of course was the ancient homeworld of the Sith. Therefore, it's possible that the Rakatan words Daritha and Darta entered into the ancient Sith language and were passed down through the generations, ultimately to create the Sith Darth title. As previously mentioned, the Darth honorific was not always accepted by the Sith. During the reign of the Brotherhood of Darkness, roughly 1,000 years before the Clone Wars, the leader of the Brotherhood, Lord Khan, rejected the title of Darth and banned its use. The reason for Lord Khan's choice was simple. The Darth title promoted competition among Sith Lords, whereas Khan saw and wanted all Sith to be equal within his Brotherhood. This way of the Sith was ultimately rejected by Bane, who not only destroyed the Brotherhood of Darkness, but adopted the Darth title that had been used by the ancient Sith millennia before him. As Darth Bane made clear in the Book of Sith, he saw inherent meaning in the title which all Sith needed to strive for. It was a title of power and transformation, which carried the authority that was crowned by the judgment of history. For Bane then, the true meaning of the Darth title came not from any language, Rakatan or otherwise, but from the proud histories and accomplishments of those Sith Lords who came and accepted the title before him. Therefore, Bane restored the title of Darth and gave it new meaning within the Rule of Two era. Darth now represented power, authority, and a connection with the great Sith of earlier millennia. This meaning was passed down through the years during the Baneite system, as all subsequent Sith adopted the title of Darth. So there we have it. The origins and meaning of the Sith Darth title. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. Or perhaps follow us on Twitter at SW Reading Club for updates regarding the channel. Or support the channel through Patreon for access to exclusive hangouts and book discussions. If not for me, for King Adis.